This is the Barbados Today evening news for Thursday, November 24th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. The principal of Combermere School is currently meeting with parents this evening to discuss the ongoing environmental problems at the Waterford institution. The school has been closed since last week due to ongoing problems, and last weekend the Ministry of Education announced that it will remain closed as education representatives investigate the matter. But speaking ahead of this evening's talks, there were concerns that teachers at Combermere are being unfairly criticized for their reaction to the situation. The head of the school's history department, Charles Morris, told Barbados Today he believes the teachers are being categorized as over-dramatizing the situation.
Last Monday, this Monday here, last week Monday, the union officials and a few teachers from the Combermere School met at the ministry. Okay?
Yeah.
And they scorned the contempt with which the teachers were treated. The only person that seemed to want to hear anything from us was the Permanent Secretary. Because even at the beginning of the meeting, the Permanent Secretary asked for the pedagogical staff. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't there. The Chief Education Officer wasn't there. None of the deputy chiefs was there. None of them turned up. The only person had to listen to us was the Permanent Secretary. They are treating us with contempt, but yet they want to blame us for what is going on at Combermere School. Okay? The parents seem to want to blame teachers for what is going on at Combermere School. We can't blame teachers for what's going on at Combermere School. Not when both children and teachers are getting sick.
Opposition leader Mia Mottley is raising concern that the current industrial climate is threatening to undermine business confidence here, and she's calling on Prime Minister Frundle Stewart to intervene and resolve the matter before it gets worse. Mottley's comments came amid increasing tensions between the National Union of Public Workers and the government over the reversion of the union's president, Akani McDowell, to a junior post within the public service. Relations between the two sides further deteriorated after pay talks between the union and management of Grantley Adams International Airport broke down last week. Mottley raised the issue in her address to the monthly luncheon of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry yesterday. She also outlined measures that the Barbados Labour Party plans to implement to improve the economy if it forms the next government. The head of the National Union of Public Workers Gender Affairs Committee is calling for more to be done to reduce gender-based violence in Barbados. Earlier this week, Minister of Social Care Stephen Blackett said there has been a noticeable decline in deaths from domestic violence. But Michaela Beckles-Jordan says while the deaths may be on the decline, the number of cases of domestic violence have not fallen.
The Domestic Abuse Bill has been ratified in Parliament. But because the bill has been ratified, it doesn't mean that society itself will change. What Mr. Blackett has said has been noted, but what we at the National Union of Public Workers Gender Affairs Committee would like to say is that we have not been seeing the drop in domestic violence cases that he has been seeing. What we see now are persons who are not satisfied with their level of representation, namely from the legal aspect, whereas they have been calling policemen, they have been reaching out to the relevant authorities, and yet some of them have been disregarded. Some of them might not have even gotten the response that they wanted. So hence why they have decided to take to social media to show that they are being abused. And the numbers have not significantly dropped, but they have risen, because you have some women now who are complaining, not to the relevant authorities, as I said before, but they're complaining to family members. Persons are taking matters into their own hands, and the domestic violence in this country is rising.
Beckles-Jordan was speaking ahead of the observance of the International Day to Reject Violence Against Women tomorrow. In sports, West Indies coach Roddy Estwick is appealing to the team to show some more discipline in tomorrow's match against Zimbabwe in the Tri-Nation Series. His call comes after the Caribbean side suffered a one-run defeat by Sri Lanka yesterday.
I thought yesterday we were too full in the first 10 overs. We leaked 71 runs and that we didn't show the discipline we had previously. We weren't hitting the pitch as hard as I would like, and hopefully we can get back to hitting those lengths, because once we hit the pitch hard and we made the Sri Lankans play off the back foot, they tend to struggle. Yesterday we were way too full, and what made it difficult as well, our number one bowler in Shannon Gabriel only bowled 5 overs, was due to a hamstring injury, so that's tend to off-balance the team as well. But that's no excuse. You know, people have got to put up their hands and they've got to continue to stay disciplined.
Sri Lanka currently lead the points table with 11 from 4 matches. West Indies have 7 from 3 matches, while Zimbabwe are on 4 from 3 matches.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Get your paper, get your paper. Only 225, 220. Who? For what? That's the Bear Stare News. I don't read about that on Barbados Today since last night. That can't only can't do. 220. Who?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
But Maisie, this Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we get in. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan spooser, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
These papers ain't selling at all. Get your paper, get your paper. Only 225, get your paper. Get your paper, miss. Look, take it, I can pay for it. Barbados Today, all the way.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back now in news from the region. Grenada's Supervisor of Elections, Alex Phillip, has reported a low voter turnout at the polls for the island's historic referendum vote. It was held after almost 2 years of consultations and education sessions undertaken by the Constitution Reform Advisory Committee. More than 70,000 individuals were qualified to vote. Among the bills included changes to set term limits for the Prime Minister, to allow Parliament to set fixed dates for general elections, and to require that allegiance be sworn to Grenada and no longer to the Queen. There was also a bill to determine whether to replace the British Privy Council with the Trinidad-based Caribbean Court of Justice as the island's final appeal court. All the bills are to be passed by a 2/3 majority to become law. On the international scene, a senior United Nations official is accusing Myanmar of seeking the ethnic cleansing of the Muslim minority group from its territory. The government of Myanmar has been conducting counterinsurgency operations since coordinated attacks on border guards in October, and it denies reports of atrocities. But John McKissick of the UN Refugee Agency says armed forces have been killing the members of the groups, forcing many to flee to neighboring Bangladesh.
It's very serious right now inside Bangladesh, but the focus should be on the root cause, and the root cause is inside Myanmar. Because after the October 9th assassinations of 9 border guard police, the military and the BGP engaged in collective punishment of the Rohingya minority, killing men, shooting them, slaughtering children, raping women, burning and looting houses, forcing these people to cross the river. Now, it's very difficult for the Bangladeshi government to say the border is open, because this would further encourage the government of Myanmar to continue the atrocities and push them out until they have achieved their ultimate goal of ethnic cleansing of the Muslim minority in Myanmar. That being said, we have to deal with the influx of refugees. The host communities have really been so generous to them, but they themselves are poor people and they only have so many resources. When those resources run out, it's up to the government and up to the United Nations, if called upon, to assist these people who are in desperate situation.
A spokesman says the government is very disappointed by the comments. And that's the news this evening. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you can tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good evening.